Ah, Green Turtle Gaming. Is this the first time you're here, Green Turtle? Welcome. We have a protocol when we have someone new joining us. Would love to have your gender, how old you are, and where you tuning in from, which country. These three little codes give me a little bit of a insight of you, um, about your gender, age, and cultural background by knowing where you come from. So when I have a answer for your questions, then I can tailor it towards your age, experience, culture, something at least to be more relevant and more properly delivered. So I'd be grateful if you could also do the same. It's like if I were going to say that for myself, I'd say Mehran, 63. Oops, I'm up there, am I not? And Canada. So that would kind of give you some idea. B says, Green Turtle says, oh, I'm a guy. I'm in my tens. You're in your tens? What do you mean? How old are you? Clearly let me know, because I gotta know how old you are if it's appropriate for you to be here at all. And B says, I stalk my ex. How can I stop? Again, the first thing to do, B, is to let us know a little bit about you. Your age, and of course where you're tuning in from, which you just said, Saudi Arabia. And I'll get to you right away. And okay, B is 18. And Green Turtle hasn't responded yet. You want to know how old you are? Green Turtle, if you're 12 years old, that's a bit too young for being here. We're talking about matters of life and mind and relationships and so on, so it probably wouldn't be appropriate for you. I'd be grateful if you would enjoy something suitable for you. Thank you so much for understanding, dear. I'll be here whenever you're 16 or so. Hopefully, if I'm still alive. I should be. It's only about 4 more years for you. So, now, Brenda is here. Hello, Brenda. Good evening, dear. Good to see you. Now, let's, before somebody else comes in and we go on to greeting mode, let's respond to B. B says, I stalk my ex. How can I stop? Simple. Just understand that you have respect for yourself, and he would like to not be with you or be with somebody else, and he has the right to do what he wants, and you have the right to do what you want. Just imagine if you had decided to break up with him, and maybe you have, I don't know, and you would go and find another boyfriend. So, and he wanted to stalk you and know what you're doing, where you're going, or maybe ask you. Wouldn't you be uncomfortable? You'd say, listen, I'm a woman, I'm on my own rights, I'm 18 years old, I don't need you to ask me this and that, I'm free, I can do whatever I want. And the same thing for him. And wouldn't you think that he's got no respect for him if he would do that? You'd kind of say, why was I even liking this guy? He's stalking me, asking me. He doesn't have respect for himself, and he doesn't respect me, my choices. Well, he would think the same way. Or at least you, it doesn't matter if he knows it or not, you would feel kind of uncomfortable about why you're doing what you're doing. Because that would mean that he's better than you, and you don't measure up, because you should have more respect and value for yourself and look for someone suitable who would meet your standards. And away we go. So the short of the long is just stop. You're the boss of you. You decide what your emotions are all about. and you feel that this is not appropriate, if the guy is not so interested in you, that means he doesn't have enough respect and appreciation for you, and you certainly want a guy who would be interested in you, have appreciation for you, wants to reciprocate your interest and your emotions. And if that's not the case, well, then he's disqualified. You should be the one to disqualify him, not to be running around hoping that, oh yeah, he would look at me. No, have more confidence in yourself, and look for someone better, more suitable and more compatible with you. B says, I broke up with him and I'm over him, but I still check on him. Don't. If you want to be free, because you know what you're doing is you're conditioning your synaptic neurons to constantly look for the behavior of what he's doing, which you're generating interest in someone that you actually broke up with and you didn't want to have an interest with. But when you're repeating something over and over, you become good at it, just like playing piano or playing tennis. If you play a lot, you become really good at it. Why? Because the synaptic neurons will learn this is what you want to focus on, this is what you want to learn, so they will connect bridges between the synaptic neurons, and more of the synaptic neurons will create bridges specifically for that neurotransmitters that would make you good in tennis, that would make you good in playing piano. And if you keep doing it, you become better and better at it, like anything else. So if you keep checking your boyfriend, stalk him on Facebook or whatever it is, you get the habit of doing it, and that becomes a certain kind of a addiction. Then it will be difficult. Even the ones that you actually rejected becomes part of your routine. You create an order of life that would be part of your routine, that would be part of the things that you would do in the day, and all the things that you do during the day will create a certain routine, a certain order of life for you. And then you can't stop that, because you will feel something is wrong. The order is broken because I'm not checking him on Facebook, or I'm not playing tennis, and you will feel uncomfortable because you've always been playing piano or playing tennis. Like anything else that you do a lot of, when you don't do it, you'll feel awkward. Don't let that be the case in the case of, exes and all that. So you can undo that by not doing the checkup, because once you don't do something that you used to do a lot, like playing piano, if you don't play it for a while, the synaptic neurons will break the bridges, destroy the bridges, and they start forgetting how good they were in playing piano or tennis or something else that you've been doing, like checking this or checking that. Whatever you do becomes your habit. Why it becomes your habit? Because of what I explained about the synaptic neurons. That's the ability that we have to learn things. So we encourage by doing it repetitious, constantly doing it, and there will be more connections between synaptic neurons to make you better at that. If you don't do it, the reverse will happen. So we have an ability to learn, and we also have an ability to unlearn. Now you got to unlearn yourself by simply focusing on some of the things and reasonably, logically convincing yourself that this is not respectful to you, that this is not, worthy of you, it's not becoming of you, and create that confidence and respect for yourself, and move toward moving on, focusing on bigger and better things. Hope that will help you out a little bit. Yeah, whatever. You see, you want the attention. You say, I believe he's still in love with me. Well, that means you don't have enough confidence that someone, just because he loves you, or you think he loves you, or pays attention to you, even though you may not want that attention or love, but you still are hungry for it. That is the beginning of making a bad judgment, because you're seeking the attention versus of qualifying the attention. Is that attention qualified to be towards me? There are many people who could be interested in somebody, you or somebody else. Many women could be interested in some other guys, or some guys could be interested in some women. But does it mean that just because the attention is there, then it's good enough to pay attention to? No, you got to qualify the attention. whom is it, whose is it that is, whose attention is it that is coming towards you? Does it meet my standards? Do I want to get to know her? Do I want to have interaction with her? I don't think that would be my style. I don't think that would be compatible to me. Then these questions will help you to know if you should respond to that attention, or not just merely because there's an attention. Okay, it's like, you're giving free food. Oh, free food. So let me go get it. What? What kind of stuff is in that food? How do you know if it's good for you or not? You gotta qualify the quality, ingredients, and the taste, and who's cooked it, how clean they were, and all that. Same thing with the attention. Just because it's out there and it's offered to you, you're not supposed to take it. All right. And B says, thank you very much. You're welcome. Prince is watching, and Prince is here as well. A man in two places. Prince says, did you just teleport from Hawaii, Master Mehran? Yes, I did, didn't I? Well, at least I can fake it. I miss Hawaii, so I can just pretend I'm there. And it says, teach me. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you too, dear. All right. You guys put me to work just as soon as I said hello. What's going on? Prince says the first step to moving on is to give a like on both Facebook and YouTube. This good sir. Well, thank you so much. That's correct, Princeton. I really appreciate you reminding everybody. Guys, there's only 3 of you on YouTube and 2 people on Facebook. Oh, we're very busy tonight. So just click on like, if you will, and subscribe if you haven't. So B, if you haven't subscribed, click on subscribe. It's free. And I think I deserve it. Don't you think so? Lovely tea it was in the morning, because I think it was just I was lazy to make a new one, so I had half a tea here, just pour hot water on it, so it perfectly stays stale. Carl Bryant. Aha. What was it? I forgot. Ora. Kia ora. Kia ora. Okay. Carl says, Morena Mehran. Oh, it's a new word now. Morena. Morena Mehran means good morning in Maori, and Kia ora means hello. So you would choose one or the other, right? Not both of them. So either Morena, which is easy to remember, Morena, morning, Morena, or Kia ora. So Kia ora, you can say it all day long whenever you see someone, but Morena is only for the morning, right? I think I'm right? And Leah, female, 49, Slovakia. Hello, dear. Thank you, Carl. And Leah says, wants to quickly greet my master. Mister or my master? Either way, thank you very much. All the love to you as well, dear. Thank you for your kind words. And just about to leave for yoga festival. Oh, really? Wunderbar. Where are you? Slovakia. So it is about 11 here. What is it? 7 o'clock in the morning. About 8 o'clock in the morning over there. So the yoga festival is very early, I guess, huh? Here in my city, Bratislava. Thank you for your guidance. Always helpful. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, dear. And love from Canada to you as well. And thank you for the heart. And I wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful yoga festival, exercises, and happiness. And Shelby says, hey, auntie. Are you? You know, hopefully you're not talking to me. I mean, last I checked, I wasn't auntie. I was an uncle. So, so what's going on here, Shelby? Or maybe you have your auntie here also on Facebook. Yeah. All right. So what's new in New Zealand, Carl? Shelby says, Brenda is my aunt. Sorry. No, I figured it out. I said, well, there's only three people here, and Prince wouldn't be the auntie. He's also a boy, a man. So I said, it must be Brenda. But because I can't see your pictures, I mean, Brenda's got a little, some kind of a clarity to it. Yours is very small. So I couldn't figure out really what's going on there, at least to get some help visually. But hey, I'm proud of myself, figured it out, right? Now, so I thought I will have a short session, maybe max an hour. Hopefully that we can reach some other people around the world who are in a different time zone. Maybe India, it would be Saturday morning, and Australia, maybe New Zealand, which we are, thank God, and so on. Yes, Brenda, you rang. Did you call me? So let me see what Carl says. Carl says, I'm finishing my studying to become a primary school teacher. Ooh, nice job. That would be lovely. Carl, remind me your age again, please. And then might travel to work overseas. I'm very impressed with your Psyche and videos. It helps me get over negativity that comes in my life. Yes, we all have that challenge from now and then. And transient thoughts are also a negative thoughts often. And the book, I don't know if you've got all the ebooks or just the Me, My Psyche, and I. And transient thoughts and me addresses thoughts that are not invited, and they appear in your head, and you wonder, what are they doing there? Where do they come from? What do I do with them? How to manage them? And what do they mean? And so that book discusses that. Carl, 27, male, New Zealand. Okay, good career, teaching primary school. Good. And Brenda says, how can you find a good mate in a pretty selfish world? Well, you figured it out, let me know as well. How do you find a good mate in a pretty selfish world? Well, I think you should not base your life enjoyment and joy of life and experience of life based on finding a mate. You base it on learning, enjoying, accomplishing, attending to, expressing kindness, love, and receiving that love through connection with nature. And focus on building your life, your career, your whatever it is you want to accomplish. While you are doing all that, it will create a positive atmosphere, hence a positive portal you become, a positive capacitor. When the flow of the energy from one end of the universe to the end of the other end of the universe and all other directions all pass through you, you will receive their good charge and you will purify them to a better charge because you're happy in your life, you're busy in your life, you have focus in your life. And then that extension of energy that you boost outwardly fills the environment. And the people who are reciprocating or recipients of that good energy of yours, they will be attracted to the quality of the energy you have if they have a similar energy, which of course you will do a check and test and make sure they do once you get to know them. Therefore, that energy of yours that is emanating from the experiences and your mood and your accomplishments and your contentment and happiness in life will be the one that would attract proper people to your taste, and then you will be the judge who does fit in and who doesn't. So focus on your life, not on what you expect to hunt or to find in the life. Do not make life's experience and importance of the experience of this journey of life to become in pursuit of relationship. Relationship is one of the fragments that we experience in this journey of life. Not that we live to have a relationship only, and until we have that, nothing else makes sense. Everything else should have their own sense. And as you go along in this journey, you will come across people that would deserve your attention to the point that you would want to get to know them further. That should be the way. So the primary is life experience itself, and there are many secondaries and so on and so forth that you will experience along the line, along your journey, and one of them would be relationship. In that way, you don't present yourself as a needy person, that the vibe is going out that I want some, I'm looking for it, so I'm needy. You know, that doesn't attract people. It makes you feel like, makes you seem like you're anxious and you're looking for something, you're not settled, you don't have your life figured out. So if you just focus on building your life and enjoying the experience of life, then they will feel you are a person with confidence, you don't need anything. When people think you don't need anything, they see that you don't need anything. In reality, you don't need anything. They're attracted to that confidence, that attracted to that solid location, which is you. Solid approach, solid entity. She doesn't need anything. He doesn't need anything. They're attracted to that what does not need them. That was a secret. I should have let it out. Iris Moreno says, hang on, isn't that good morning in New Zealand? In Maori? Morena. This one is Moreno. One alphabet threw me off almost. So Iris says, your videos helped me a lot during my last breakup. Thank you so much. You're quite welcome. My pleasure. Please honor us with a little bit more information, your gender, age, and where you're tuning in from, so we get to know you a little bit, and also our demographics as far as where you're located and how far we're reaching. I'll be grateful. And Shelby says, do you have any advice on how to lower stress? I've been having panic attacks that have become, I better get the rest of this. That have become more frequent due to multiple stresses in my life. I'm taking steps to cope with it all, but I'm curious as to how you deal with your stress. First of all, dear Shelby, first of all, you gotta let me know your gender, age, and where you're tuning in from. Iris, thank you very much. 36 years old, female from Mexico. Okay, thank you very much. Grazie. Huh? Did I say that? Gracias. So, and now I'm waiting for Shelby. Shelby, spill it out. All right. Let's see what we have here. Ediri Suboti, 45, female from the Netherlands. Ah, Holland. I visited Holland when I was a little kid with my mom and my brother. And I loved the park. I believe we went to a park. I found a friend and we were playing. And I got lost in this big park. I was like, I don't know, 6 years old, maybe 5, 6 years old, 5 years old, or 6 years old. Apparently, I was running around in that park, and I got lost, and they couldn't find me. And then my mother went to all the gates and told them, so they closed the gates quickly. They closed the gates, so I won't go out. And then one of the, I guess, the gatekeepers or the policeman or something, when I was just about there, apparently they found me. And I have good memories of that country. And my mother, one day we were playing, she bought strawberries and offered me, my brother, my friend. We had a great time. We were little kids. We used to travel a lot. And so every summer. So Netherlands, I have good memories from it. I think that's the place. Yeah, it was Netherlands. Holland. So, welcome, Ediri. Thank you for that. Shelby, are you so shy? You're not going to tell us anything about you? Okay, I'll go to next question until you maybe see. Okay. Guild Gates says 37 male Cali. Cali means California or Caledonia or probably California. LA, Los Angeles, or somewhere else. Gil Gates says Ediri says, also cool to hear you'd been here and getting lost. Fun memories. Brenda says, it's on there 3 times, Mehran. Why can't you see it? Believe me, my eyes are open. It's just not there. I have only Shelby's question. Before that is you. How can you find a good mate? Before that is Iris Moreno. And then it's Brenda says, hello, Mehran. And then lol. And Shelby says, Brenda is my aunt. Shelby says, hello, auntie. That's it. I don't have it. So maybe it hasn't come through. There we go. Thank you, Brenda. Shelby is 27. All right. And Brenda, where are you located? Are you in States or in Europe? So now let me guys answer Shelby first, if you don't mind. Gil, I'll get to you right away. Shelby says, do you have any advice on how to lower stress? I have been having panic attacks that have become more frequent due to multiple stresses in my life. I'm taking steps to cope with it all, but I'm curious as to how you deal with your stress. Okay. Second time I'm laughing at this because it's true, everybody has stresses. Look, first of all, remember I'm not a doctor. I want to make that clear. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not an MD, physician of any kind. My research is elaborate on my research. So the years of studying whatever I studied and looked for answers, and combination of my training in martial arts and meditation in university and many life experiences and research and so on, and has given me the ability to make sense of some things. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. no, I have no medical credentials. Having said that, and presuming that you would be in touch with your doctor, because that is my uh, advice and suggestion to you, to contact your doctor, discuss that with him or her, and be under their supervision and care, and see what they will be able, how they will be able to help you. Now, assuming you've done that and you're in good hands with your doctors and following their advice and recommendations, I will talk to you just as a regular discussion, and you can ponder on it. That's for discussion, not diagnosis or recommendation to put anything that your doctors say away, or not to listen to them, or that. That's definitely not the case. So, having said that, covering all fronts, handling stress starts with changing your attitude about stress. Everybody thinks stress is a bad thing. In some degree, in some things, maybe. But depends how you look at it, because the stress also smartens you up and gives you certain experiences, and there is a place for it in our life. I wonder if you've all heard the story of the lobster. You see, lobster is a mushy, soft, jelly, soft whatever entity in a hard shell. So when it grows in certain ways, a certain age, after a certain while of life, it is growing, but then it finds the place tight because the shell is hard, it's not expanding. Under that pressure, it feels that it's time for him to deal with that in a different way than just wait for the pressure of expansion to subside, because it won't. So under pressure, he feels that he wants to grow because there is limited space for it. It goes and finds a safe place under a rock or somewhere, either outside or in the ocean, I think, and then sheds that shell out, and then gives birth and brings about a new shell. So what happened here? Stress made the lobster to grow. Because there was a stress, it did something about it that made him to be bigger and grow. Same thing, analogy can be true about us. Many stresses in life helps us to figure out things, become smarter, stronger, figure out ways, and it helps us to grow. And we do grow when stress goes over. We learn things and so on. I'm not saying stress is always welcome, no. But when it does, change your attitude about it. If you change your attitude about it, that okay, there's my opportunity to handle something. There's my opportunity to grow. There's my opportunity to deal with something. And I can deal with it. I'm going to research it. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to, find diplomatic ways. I'm going to find, reasonabilities, and I'm going to find smart ways and educate myself, prepare myself, and I will deal with it. And that by itself will give you the attitude that you're doing something positive rather than thinking you're doing something negative, or you're in a negative situation. No, I got to do this. I'm going to panic. What panic? The whole world is not limited to that particular instance that you think it has become your world. You have to have a bigger vision and become one with the whole bigger opportunity and experience of life to be unlimited, rather than making that whole unlimited opportunity of life and this experience filled journey of life to be shrink into that environment or into that challenge, whatever it is you're dealing with, and then see the whole world through the window of this experience. That my whole world would change. No, the effect of that is not going to be your whole life, your world, but we've been conditioned to forget about our importance and our connection to the bigger experience of life, and we've been conditioned to think life and being good and everything being good is limited to if I filed this document on time for the sake of government or for the sake of this company. Did I meet the deadline? Did I do? Everything has become more important than life itself. Every piece of shit that we deal with has become more important than the actuality of the collective experiences, including that the stressful situation of life. And we've forgotten about that. We think every one of these stressful situations is life, and I'm going to be either make it or not. And that's become life and death for us. Every one of these situations, then we panic. We have given it a certain image bigger than what it is, more important than what it is, and we react to that what we have made that situation an event to be in our mind. But in fact, you should simply bring it down and says, okay, whatever it is, I'm a pretty smart person, I'll figure it out, and there are ways to figure it out, and it's not the end of my life. That's not the end of my life. It's an experience, some shit I gotta handle it. So minimize it and belittle the stress rather than thinking stress is bigger than you. You are bigger than stress. If you weren't alive, if you weren't wherever you are, the stress would have no life. The stress is there because of you. Everything is because of you. You are the master to create everything and make everything important and meaningful, including that damn stress that it would not have a chance to be even showing its face if it wasn't because of you. So you're the boss of everything. Even the stress should be under stress when it sees you. Now, having said that, one technique that you can do is, you see, when you are under a pressure, sort of, let's say, stressful situation, beside the fact that you change your attitude, you think of it differently, and all these things that we talked about, you also realize that it causes your body to react, and that reaction may increase your blood pressure. If you just stand up for a second and do what I ask you to do, you will have an immediate relaxing reaction that you didn't think is possible. That is why I want to have a possibility of someday having a little area that I can show you things that I cannot necessarily show you sitting down. So I'm going to stand up and hopefully be able to show you something. All right. So if you're standing, and I don't know if you guys can see my hands. Let me do this. Let's see. Can you see my hands? Oh no, it's even worse. All right, so let's do this. How about that? Yeah, you can see my hand. Yeah, you can see my hand. All right. Oh, you can see my hand now. Good, good. All right. So what I want you to do, Shelby, you still there? Just say hello. Just say yes, something. So I know I'm not talking to myself. Shelby says, yes, I did visit my doctor, just curious as to, okay, good. All right, good, Shelby. All right, so let's say you find yourself in a kind of a uncomfortable way. I don't want to give it any medical terms because I don't want it to be misunderstood that I'm diagnosing anything. Got to cover all the bases. So, so when you feel a little bit uncomfortable, unsettled, what I want you to do is this. Stand with comfortable on your knees, just a little bit, wee bit bent so you will be comfortable. You'll be like a jello, like when you're shaking your hands, the whole body is shaking. If you're rigid with your knees all locked, you won't be shaking because you're locked on your knees. But you start like this and then loosen up your knee a little bit bent. So let your body now, the whole body, shake, You can see my wrist is shaking from my wrist down. Now, like the aeroplane that increases speed on the propellers, so after a bit of shaking, shake faster, shake faster, shake faster. Do it with me. Stand there and do it with me. Hear me. Shake fast. Look at my hands. See how fast I'm going? Faster, faster. And relax. Shoulders down, not up. Shoulders down and relax. And let these wrist go fast, 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 fast. Now your whole body is shaking. Your whole body is shaking. Fast, 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 fast. Now relax and slowly stop. You feel something flowing outwardly from your fingertips, from your thumb, index, middle, all fingers, and your whole hand. You feel something like flow of waterfall. Flow of water is flowing out and is not stopping. That feeling is the sign that your whole blood is settling down, coming down, you're relaxing. You're thinking of nothing but that flow. Everything seems like they're falling in their place in your body. Everything is organized now, and you're focused on that energy that is extended outwardly. And that is the same energy that we use to heal headaches and backaches and so on, but without having to shake. We just create it and make it flow. But for beginners and for even advanced people, this is a wonderful way of relaxing, because it takes your mind off of anything else and makes you feel focused on that movement. And then you probably have closed your eyes a little bit while you're feeling that. When you open your eyes, you're naturally relaxed. Just naturally relaxed. Then you sit down. Everything slows down. See, we are constantly in life moving about fast. Even if we are sitting, our internal clock and cells are moving fast. But once you do this exercise, everything slows down and everything falls into the right place. And then you have a clarity to think, figure out, enjoy, confident, because with that, whether you know it or not, that little exercise does a lot more that I will talk about it later. But one of the things that it does, it connects you with nature. That whole feeling that you have right now, I hope you do, if you've done it right, you feel secure, you feel confident. That's because of the connection you have with the source. And you have just brought more energy to you, and you connected yourself to the biggest power that exists, what makes you feel you're above the whatever it is that make you worry, and everything else is smaller than you as far as these fears and anxieties and so on, because you're connected to the whole enchilada. As you can see, I just can't talk fast right now. I don't care. The brain doesn't work. Everything falls into right place. It's balanced. And you relax. So I hope the ones who tried have gotten some response to that, as I mentioned. Now what did you do to me? I want to go sleep now. So the idea is to slowly start shaking. I did it quite fast in here because I didn't want to take up too much, but you do it nicely and gently, and then increase the speed and do it as long as you want. And of course you're not talking, because when you're talking, that is a little bit not as best as you should. You just don't talk, just do that. Shelby says, I love that. Thank you, Mehran. You're quite welcome. Now, I don't want to talk. Just, just want a tea. Tea, please. I wasn't. Okay, that's great. Now, that is. that is automatically bringing mind and body coordinated. Brings coordination of mind and body, which in turn connects you with the source, connects you with the energy of the nature. Then you feel the benefits of it. Nothing extraordinary, nothing other than some, I don't know, life and death situations. Nothing really matters anymore. You feel totally in control. It's not because you shook your hand. It's because of what that shaking hand actually aligns your energy with. The flow of energy is created, which gets you merge with what you've been extracted from, which is the energy of the universe, hence your life. But you're still connected to that. But through our lives, we forget that we are connected to the source, to the energy, to the universe, to nature. And we begin to be brainwashed and conditioned to think me and that. Me is separated than all that is out there. Suddenly everything is out there, but I am me. Instead of me and it all being one, I have learned and conditioned to think of myself as separate from everything else, which I am part of the everything else. But I don't think of it that way because I'm conditioned to think I am me and that, instead of all one. Anyhow. Okay. I should restart the engine again. All right. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So, Gil, I apologize for starting you and then not. Okay. Gil Gates is 37, male, California, I guess. This is Mehran. When I was no, says how to stop thinking of ex with new boyfriend. Aha. We were together 18 years, broke up 6 months. She left me. 6 months ago, she left you after 18 years, and she already has a boyfriend. That was probably happening before you guys broke up. Wow. You're 37, 18 years together. Well, you know what? Maybe it's for the best. Because 18 years, that means you were just 17. Right? Or 19. At 19, you hardly know who you are, let alone know what kind of woman you want. Same for her. So you guys really hung in there. Excellent. But now, you're 37, you're top of your game. You're 37 years old. It's the best time of your life. Physically, mentally, experience in life. Established yourself somewhat. Nothing to worry about. She decided that. Well, okay. Wish her well. You have children? Just, if you do, just be the best father you can be to them. They are your best friends. They're your family. They will never abandon you as long as you're decent and nice and good father to them. There's nobody closer than your children to you. So spend time with them. Be involved in every aspect of their lives. School, fun, anything, teaching, talking, explaining things. So just because you guys are separated, if you have children, it doesn't mean there is anything changed. Both should have a active role in their lives and respect each other and each other's position in their minds, and have a little agreement with your wife if you guys have children that she would agree not to bring boyfriends in front of the kids, at least until they grow up. Or she can go out on her dates when the kids are with you, and you can go out on your date when the kids are with her. Do not bring other women or other men in front of the kids. The kids will not like it. You will lose respect. You will lose respect when you think you're actually replacing each other. That's a mistake. Let the children feel and know that there is a father, there is a mother, no one can replace them. And do your playing or whatever the hell it is that you guys want to do outside of home, not where the kids are. And when the kids are with the other parents, well, you guys go have your fun. That should be a proper rule. And the kids will respect you. They will love both of you. They will grow healthy. They will have their psychological security. And they will remember how you guys behaved. And that's very important. Otherwise, nothing is the matter. You're at the top of your game. Build your life, focus on your life, make money, help the children, help your ex-wife as well if she needs some. Not overly, just enough so she can take good care of the kids and have a, she has to go to work and make her own money, and then you kind of supplement as well, I guess. Just be a good person. And still, at one time, you guys loved each other, so it's just makes sense to be cordial, polite, nice, kind, supportive to each other. Life hasn't come to an end just because she doesn't want to sleep with you anymore, or you don't want to sleep with her, or you guys are not together. You still have kids, and you still have your direction in life, and can't sever the relationship when you have children like that. So if that makes sense, then follow that up, if you will. Oh, no children? Then just go jump in the lake and enjoy. Let's have a swim. All right, then just move on. For 18 years, you guys, hung on to each other, and that's fine. It's time to change right now, because at the time you were so young, both of you, you hardly knew yourselves, a little know what kind of a woman or what kind of man you guys want. And at that time, you were perfect for each other. She wanted you, you wanted her, and that's it. And you did give a good go out of it. Now, the consciousness have changed. You're not the same person. She's not the same person. And why would you still want to continue now that you know yourselves and you have a better idea who you want, who is more compatible with you? At that time, right now, the feelings you guys have toward each other is lots of order, lots of useness, being used to each other. Not necessarily you're conditioned to see each other as part of each other's lives, as part of the mechanical process of daily life, which has created a certain order, certain routine for you guys. And in that routine, in that order, your minds are finding psychological security. Because mind, as I mentioned before, many other talks, mind is not like the limbs and parts of your body that they have a place in the body. Mind doesn't have a place. Hand is hanging on here from the elbow and so on, and everything has its own place. Ears here and so on. Mind doesn't have it. So mind finds its place to hang his hat, to relax, and its place in an order, in a routine of things. And what you're really missing is not necessarily her, while it is, because you're used to her presence in your life as part of your mechanical process, part of the routine of your life. But what you're really missing is the fact that the routine, the mechanical process, the stuff that you guys would do during the day, not necessarily together, but for each other, and it would affect each other directly and indirectly. And the order that you have created because of all those stuff that you used to do is broken, because she's not and you're not in the same life stream anymore. So that order is broken, and your mind is confused. Where is my order that I can relax and have security and psychological security and hang my hat on it? The mind doesn't have a place. That's now, it's like a gypsy, goes everywhere. That's the problem, which in time, by creating more focus on your life and the things you want to accomplish in life, and focus on building your life and enjoying and accomplishing things, you will create new mechanical process and new things that you will do, which will create new order, and eventually your mind says, new routine, new order. That's where I will find my psychological security, my security in, and then your mind also settles. And that's the time you start easily moving on and not really caring about where she is, what she does, or whatever. New boyfriend, you don't give a damn anymore. And then, of course, at the best age of your life, time of your life, you will find another girl, and why not? So, don't dwell on the past. The past doesn't exist. It's all done. That was her decision, and she left. Respect it, wish her well, but respect yourself as well. Wish yourself well as well, and go on. Now, you guys know that we have over 1,500 videos on this channel, and anything that you're asking me, there's a video on it. And I've been trying to change the tags in order to have the algorithm recognize our channel a little bit more, and I think I'm maybe making a difference. I'm not sure. But if you guys would like to discuss your challenges and how you feel directly with me one-on-one, then go on my site, mind@seekstruth.com, click on Talk to Mehran via Skype, and make an appointment, and we'll deal with it one-on-one, explore it together on Skype. You can also write me an email through the site with a nominal fee there, and I will record an answer for you or write it back to you. You can also purchase a package that is called the Ultimate Breakup Cure, that starts you up with 82-star videos of the 1,500 and counting videos, and it will give you all the videos that you need to understand what's going on with you and how to move on and how to deal with everything and see the core and roots of the matters, why you feel the way you do, and so on. And you will have a discount for your Skype consultations with me for the next year, because that's a membership of a year. And you'll have a discount for half an hour, you get 1 hour, and for 1 hour appointment on Skype you get 2 hours. And so therefore there are lots of perks in there, and there's a package called the Mindset. That Mindset comes with that Ultimate Breakup Cure, and these are all supports that there. Of course, the ebooks are there. I highly recommend Me, My Psyche, and I, and you guys will learn a lot about yourselves, and it helps yourselves to be the mechanic of your own machine and to know why you feel the way you do and act and react the way you do. And that's pretty good to know about ourselves. We spend lots of time to know about a toaster or a juicer that we buy, but we really don't spend time to learn about ourselves, how we're put together, how we tick, and these are important, especially on these times. So having said all that, you can also reach me on Callmart. Callmart is a company out of Tokyo that you can just go on, look for Mind That Seeks Truth, and if the light is green, that means I'm available. Click on, it will ring my cell phone, and you can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. A short call, 5, 10, 20 minutes. If it's longer than that, it's more suitable for you and economical to go on Skype and make an appointment. But if it's something urgent, you want to talk about it, by all means, if the light is green, I'm there. So, now that we've talked about all of it, and all the live talks are free, all the videos are free, and I'm having an interesting experience in all the videos. One of the videos that I just uploaded just 3 days ago is hit over 2,000. Number one reason why you should never ever get back with your ex, and it seems to have hit a nerve somewhere. And since I'm not visible on YouTube that well, algorithm doesn't recognize my tags. I guess I've messed it up in there, so my videos would not experience such a number in 2 or 3 days. I have videos that are over 300,000, 20,000, 50,000, but over time it took a while, but never in 3 days over 2,000. So that might be something I'm learning to do. And Brenda says, I have your books downloaded. Oh, good for you. Go, Brenda. I hope you're enjoying it, Brenda. So let's see who we have here. Jeremy Ferguson. Jeremy Ferguson says, Mehran, when I was watching your seminar on fear, I realized that maybe I have fear about starting my YouTube channel. What's the fear about that? It's pleasant. The only fear is if the tags are wrong, but I'm sure you will be better than I, and you will, you know, promote that channel better because you guys are probably more familiar with the tags. I looked at my tags and I said, what was I thinking? Every single thing that is part of the stuff that I talk about is in there, but it shouldn't be there. Should be only maybe anywhere from 8 to 15 tags pertaining to the topic and the title, so it will coordinate it and coincide with each other, and they will, you know, they will be found. But I had all kinds of goodies in there that would mean if anybody's looking for anything, they would find it. I mean, from it was like a supermarket. So, so I fixed 100 videos, I believe, about 100 videos, and I hope I fixed them. I don't know. We'll see. And maybe juicier titles, maybe it can help to get the channel more visibility. And Jeremy says, Jeremy, Mail, Oregon. Oh, Jeremy, I think we've spoken before. You're from my home state in a way. Portland, that's where I went to school. Lewis and Clark. I guess we talked about it, didn't we? Jeremy Ferguson, 21. Yeah, old memories. Jeremy says, wow, thanks for sharing that with us. I felt like there was energy beams coming out of my hand. Oh yeah, so you did that good. And I felt like it was flying. Yes, yes, yes. Sandy says, good morning, Mehran. Good morning, Sandy. I find it is first thing in the morning. I feel anxiety. Oh, we do. Thank you for showing us this exercise. You're quite welcome. There's a lot more stuff. If I have an opportunity to make this channel a little bit more successful with economic viabilities and I have a space for it, there are lots of things I would like to show with people. Maybe there would be someday I can travel and have those workshops, weekend workshops for different countries, and we could get somewhere. Share a lot more than I'm able to do here. Jeremy says, you're such an amazing teacher, Mehran. Oh my goodness, thank you. So kind of you. Jeremy says, we can't see your face, Mehran. Yes, well, my face is not that important. The hands were. And Old School King says, Wazuk. Wazuk? What does that mean, old school? And he says, how you doing, man? I guess hi man means how you doing, man, I guess. He says, I missed you, man. Well, old school, you must have been away for so long that I'm trying to figure out. Just give me some info. You remember the age and where you where you tuning in from? So at least it reminds me, because there's so many things I don't want to not be able to connect. And thank you for all the good words. Brenda says, I would love to see you show some more on anxiety and such. Sure, you know, we will. We will, sure. There's some stuff in the book. I think there could be some stuff, some little stuff about it in the book. Jeremy says, Mehran, if you do keywords research, your videos could get more videos. I know. I just was lazy to think that I should turn the title of the video towards the search of people rather than pertaining to what I said in there should be the title. So that is probably why I'm not visible, but I can't help it that much anymore. It's not 1,500 and more videos. I can't turn them all by keywording for every one of them. So I just make the best guess of this title should be this because it's addressing this topic. Now, if that hits the keyword, that great. But what I'm thinking is, if there are few videos that are very popular that I have in there, then they should pull in people for more. But I guess that's not how it works. So anyhow, that's what it is. That's the cards I've dealt with. I should have known how to do it from the beginning, but I didn't. I was focused on the content. I was focused on the logic of it. I was focused on all the things that I wanted to share and say and help people that way. But I wasn't focused on now which word are they going to be looking for when they want to learn about this topic. I just said this is a topic, that's a title. So, and of course I do believe that my titles were all long and story in the title rather than just short, which I've attended to 100 of the videos. They're short titles, sassy and quick and to the point. So I'm hoping that maybe I've done something right here. And maybe at least from now on, I will do some better. Otherwise, it's hard for me to, I almost feel like maybe I got the the syndrome that you have for your wrist when you keep doing something repetitious. Because I was doing all these changes on the tags and cleaning it up and then changing and copying and pasting. During the past 2 days, I think I did 100 or 80. It wasn't easy, but it's done. Let's see how that works. Ken B says, I've been broken up with my ex for 4 years. I missed her dearly, but knew I had to move on. It wasn't easy, but I finally started getting over her. Then suddenly I get a call from her out of the blue. We talked for hours and had a nice conversation the first time. The second time we talked for hours, but I got a little emotional and let it be known that I still had feeling for her. It's not that to pretend you do or you don't, you just shouldn't have it. She left you, be a little bit tough. If she can do it, you can do it. But there is a video I'm going to be making about why we men feel the way we do when the girl leaves us and goes with someone else. Why is it? What mechanism is there that makes you feel depressed, disappointed, and want her more? I believe I have figured that out, and I will share with you guys in a video when it's time. And because I forget things when I figure things out, like many things that I thought I'll remember, but then I forgot, and I said, oh shit, I forgot that. How was that? How did it come about? What was I smoking? So I couldn't figure it out. So nowadays, when I come up with something, epiphany or enlightenment, I quickly type it or write it or record it, so at least I can refer to it when I want to make a video, that what was it that I was on. And Ken B says, I asked if she were seeing someone and she said yes. Probably yeah. And she said yes, yeah. Why do you ask that stupid question? The question you should have asked, why are you calling me? But you don't have, most boys don't have that question in their mind, do they? Why? Because hormones are filling up, and when you are a heterosexual male and you think about your girlfriend, sex with her every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, if you're not busy during the day and if you're not focus on other things, sex comes to mind, and when that happens, the most recent girlfriend that you had emotions towards will come with it in your mind. And if you do that so many times a day, you condition yourself to actually want her. By the way, this is not what I found. I already knew that long ago. We've discussed that. But this is something new that I will share with you guys later. So that would be why you basically conditioning yourself to want her, and then when she calls you, you suddenly, all the hormones hit up and all the hopes hit high, and you start imagining things and all the hopefulness, and then you ask the question, why do you ask that question? It shouldn't matter. If she called you, even if you really think, oh, I miss you, don't. She was the one who left you. You don't miss her. You shouldn't miss her, because she had her chance, you didn't. So you have to have respect for yourself. But if she calls you, well, let's find out what the reason is. You know, but you're horny. You just think that by saying that you've already scored. Don't. Keep it to yourself and see what she wants. If she's called you out of the blue, then let her simmer there, and perhaps she wants to get assurance from you and your attention, so she can be confident in front of that other bloke. You shouldn't allow that to be used that way. Find out why is she calling. At least don't tell her that I miss you. Anyhow, you did that. Don't do that again. It'll be okay. It'll be grand. Don't worry about it. It's all a game. Don't worry about it. And she said, yes. She said, we will talk later again. But she has disappeared. Yeah, well, yeah. As soon as they see that you want them, when you break up, they got their confidence back. And they disappear, because now you don't worth anything to them, because most people who don't have enough confidence in themselves, they're looking for someone who doesn't pay attention to them. And that's not a healthy relationship. That's not honest. So obviously she doesn't have enough confidence in herself. She tried to get that confidence by your attention towards her, and you just gave it to her for nothing, which is okay. That makes you stronger to know that it's not your cup of tea. You should move on. You shouldn't even pay attention to her when she calls. Oh, how you doing? Yeah. What can I do for you, dear? Are you in trouble? No. Are you okay? All right. Nobody's bothering you? No. All right, dear. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I wish you well. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. That's it. Okay. And Ken says, now I feel like I'm back where I started. No, you're not. Just go do what you got to do and get that feeling out of your way, and you'll see, okay, you're good. Missing her again. Why would she call me after? See, I have a video that's going to be uploaded, and it's titled, Why You Want to Know Why She Left You. Why you want to know why she left you. And that has a good rooted discussion. It's about 26 minutes, but I hope you guys will brave it and listen. Let me put you to sleep with that video. Says, and interrupt my healing process. What healing process? You're not sick. Stop this. You're not sick. Some girl was your girlfriend and she didn't know better and she left a good guy. And you should now, because of that, disqualify her, that she is not deserving to be with a man like you, who's so kind and passionate. So you go and find yourself another girl. For God's sake, you live in where? North Carolina? All beautiful girls are there and so many opportunities. Get her out of your mind by focusing on wonderful opportunities that are ahead. Focus on building your life And by that, you will be content and confident, and you will have a good energy to share with other girls. And before you know it, you've replaced her, and that's it. You know, that's it. No big deal. Why is she called? Because of that. Hey guys, we rich. We got a super chat. I don't see these things too often, so I'm not used to it. Wow, what is that? What is that? Oh, thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, dear, and thank you for your kindness and for your generosity. And you guys learn from Ken. Can you see? That is a gentleman. I gotta play all the games, and this is just a game that I never thought I should play. Thank you, Ken. And you see what he writes there? Learn. He says, definitely you deserve more. And he's right, of course. But, all right, now, Sandy says, I have to get ready to go for work. What do you mean, Sunday, Saturday? You're going to work on Saturday? Now, as I am covering for my boss. Take care. Oh, I see. Okay, Sandy, drive carefully. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Hopefully, you'll join us tomorrow. Guys, it looks like that I have hit all the questions. Oh, Jeremy says, you can make keyword research very simple. I can email you a short video to help you out if you would like. Sure, why not? I have some sites that it says keyword, or if I just type in Google keyword, but I will watch the video because I can learn something that I might not know. By all means, just Mehran, Mehran, at mindthatseekstruth.com. Mehran at mindthatseekstruth.com. That's my email. Thank you, Sandy. All right, guys, if you guys don't mind, I have no more questions here, to answer. And Ediri says, it felt like an electrical charge flowing downwards. Yes, that's right. And that's what it is. Now imagine if you can manipulate that power and you extend it at will. That will be similar to force push on Star Wars. Okay. That's why I was so attracted to Star Wars when I was a freshman in university. And I was practicing Aikido, and first time I saw the actual ki, the energy in picture, like in a way to imagine it more than what we were taught to imagine on our own. That's why I was so drawn to that whole saga, and of course the story was out of this world by itself, and then the idea of energy and ki and so on and understanding, it fit perfectly my lifestyle. All right, now looks like it's time for me to say goodbye, and Brenda says thank you and good night. Thank you, and you're welcome, Brenda dear, and good night to you, dear. And guys, I love you all. Thank you very much for giving me the Jeremy, that is mindthatseekstruth.com. Yes, but no spaces, of course, no spaces, all stuck together. And Jeremy says, I love energy work, lots of love and light, Mehran. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, everyone. Love you all. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to talk to you for a bit and share a thing or two. And I hope that you guys will be tuning in tomorrow around noontime, Vancouver time. And in the meantime, 11:10, 11:12 Vancouver time. In the meantime, be good to yourself, to the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.